Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to Summer Series 2023. Yeah, lots to go over. We did a few upkeep things. I did a lot of like experimenting, building, a little bit of resource gathering to try and figure out what my overall plan is and figure out what we're going to do with our base. Um, but today's going to be refined storage, which is a really big win. Helps increase, efficiency and crafting and all that stuff and more. But yeah, we're going to go over all the stuff we did, and I'll see you on the episode. All right, so right off the bat. So we had our drawer system there, moved it over here. Now I had a few ideas for base. My original plan was to build a giant spruce tree. That was my original plan. I didn't really like the look of it. Nothing was coming out correctly. They do grow next to each other, but it's kind of slow and it's a little bit annoying, a little bit tedious. So I decided to use all the deep slate that I gathered up with the hammer and some tuff. I really like the way those two look together. So this is going to be the template of our new base. Similar idea where we have that centralized drawer system, and then some along the edges is where we kind of do our work. But this is mostly just going to be a storage room. And then like a few processing things, maybe for thermal, because they're kind of small. But create stuff is probably going to be in a basement level below this. And then above, I have something special planned for above in our roof area, or ceiling area, or tower, or complete area. But this is roughly going to be a small tower. But yeah, so I planted a lot of trees. You can see all the pods all around here. And that was the original intention. I was going to make like a ginormous spruce tree here, which would be cool, but again, it was a little bit too much time for the reward there, because this series is more about world start, get your basic infrastructure, explore a little bit, get a base set up, get a proper base set up, then start doing farms. Farms for more infrastructure or farms for getting more diamonds. That's the entire goal of this series. And I want it to look nice, but I don't need to go over the top on this. We don't need. This is not like a permanent world. This is a challenge world, so we don't need to go super in depth here. So we'll make it look nice, but we won't go build style where that spruce tree would come in handy. That spruce tree builds a couple 100-hour thing, even with something like building gadgets. Which, speaking of, that's why we have a little bit of a setup here. Made some furnators from Powa, and use that to build some building gadgets, so I could quickly, lay down blocks, I flattened out the plateau a little bit, made it all too high around here. I also built some mega torches, so we don't get any mobs in the area. These just prevent all mob spawns. Again, this is a challenge run, not necessarily a survival game or, a long-term thing. So, mega torches, easy solution to that. Set up a farm to get some flax for string. Use the string to make our hammer Silk Touch, which is really nice. So the Silk Touch will allow for saving diamond ore blocks. So these guys. And the reason for that is Quark has these, and I think I went over this, but Quark has these tomes. Where are you? There they are. These ancient tomes. So this one's for Unbreaking, but this comes in Fortune. So we're going to try to get max level Fortune. I think I can trick it into going to 5. We might be stuck at 4, but either way, it's better Fortune than we would normally get. So we're going to save all of our diamond ore until we get that going, and we're do a big smashing scene or episode, or maybe we'll do a couple every episode, something like that, just to get that going. You can see here we have some villagers picked up. So I also used the slime sling and the boots that we made last episode to kind of hop around the map here a little bit. Honestly, all I did was gather spruce trees and villagers. So I stopped here, farmed a bunch of spruce trees. I honestly didn't want the wood. I wanted the saplings to grow that spruce tree, which didn't actually end up panning out. But took our lumber axe there, and then I just stopped at all the villages I saw along the way and grabbed that. So yeah, that was really split up. I'll go for 10 minutes, mine trees, pause the game, walk away, do some chores, cook dinner, hang out with Deadpine, all that stuff. But yeah, it's good stuff. But I did manage to get a few new. I think they're in here. They're in here somewhere. I'm not very organized right now because we're about to get to AE. But we have a few extra waystones lying around for other use. We're gonna need those to get back and forth between multiple places. I've also made some keys, quantity key and locking key. So this locks the drawer. So if you take out all the items, it remembers what items sold in there. And then the quantity key shows how many items are in there. So that's a locked iron key. So it's not going to go away when you take them all out. It'll remember that it holds iron. And yeah, and the numbers are obviously displayed there. And then finally, I did a little bit of mining to get more redstone. I actually ran out of redstone to make the, because these compacted drawers require pistons. So I ran out of redstone doing some piston work, as well as the building gadget requires redstone, you know, just general use of redstone there. I don't know if we showed this off, but the cobble gen is up and running. We'll have to get that going in our main system. But yeah, it's AE time. That's a big deal. So my goal is we're going to use these two furrinators to power it for now. Really cool idea on how we're going to really power it up afterwards. But, sorry, not AE, refined storage. They're synonymous to me. They're basically the same. So we're gonna put an AE system in the middle of this. I might be going for wireless. I forget how expensive it is. I don't think it's terribly expensive. Yeah, it's just an ender pearl. The only thing we need is a lot of quartz enriched iron. So before we actually start building, I have this recipe set aside here. Easy villagers makes really easy work of an iron farm. You just do that. We're actually gonna do that twice. And I believe, I don't know if I think you need to put this on a hopper. I believe you need to put this on a hopper. Let me just steal these ones. We need to get more bone blocks going. Where are my hoppers? Out there. I was using the cobblers to get some more bone blocks because we're going to be using bone blocks still as the background. So we need to get some amount of bone farm going here. But if we just did this, now we're going to do this in a different way. In the future, I just want to show this off. Now, this needs villagers in it. You have to put 3 villagers in it in order for it to start producing. In fact, this is a perfect use for these guys. I also got a librarian going for some mending, so I could put mending on my hat because I didn't want to lose that. I really want to keep that reach. I thought I had a second and third knitwear. It might be over here, these chests. Slime boots didn't work. Ah, there they are. Beautiful. I grabbed these specifically for this. But yeah, you put these guys in here. You need 3. Oh, no, you only need 1, apparently. Okay. I thought you needed 3. I guess you only need 1. Okay. Well, that makes my job a little easier. But that will, over time, slowly produce iron and poppy. The problem is the poppy, which is why I want to make this a little bit differently. But I wanted to have the initial iron going here just so we have a little bit of iron coming our way. But for now, we really got to be making the refined storage. Just a very, very basic setup so I can dump all of my items away. It makes things so much easier to keep track of, all that stuff and more. But yeah, so I'm going to get some of that prepped up. The main prep was getting this silicon done for the processors. And this is just string and slime, which we have the slime from the islands, and then the flax grows the string, which is really nice. So I'm going to gather up a bunch of those, get some processors going. We're just going to be making a crafting grid, super easy, you know, just a couple processors, and a controller, and a drive, which I didn't actually have that saved. I really do like using this area to save recipes as kind of like my plan for the world as I go forward, and then I delete them off of here when I'm like done. But yeah, so it's really just a large amount of enriched quartz or enriched iron to make all of these. But yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff prepped up, and then we'll do a little bit of crafting, and then we'll get some power with these two, and then we'll have AE ready to go. I am shooting for 64K drives here. That's what we're gonna shoot for. We're gonna shoot for like 4 to 10 of these, give or take. This might be a quartz enriched iron dependent over anything else, but we're definitely going to get at least one 64K drive going first, then dump everything, then craft the rest. That's just much easier. Craft 1 to get yourself going, and then craft the rest with the actual refined storage system, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. So I'm going to get all that prepped up, and yeah, we're going to craft some stuff. It looks like the nitwits don't actually produce iron golems. I was like, wondering why I wasn't getting any iron, and there it is. Yeah. It's because you can't do it with nitwits. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess there you go. So these guys are useful for a vanilla breeding system. They work fine for that, but oh well. All right, well, there you go. Our first 3 iron, bit of poppy. Like I said, we'll just let the poppy back up in the hopper for a tiny bit. I just want to have a little bit of iron income, but we're eventually going to use 2 of these somewhere else, and we're going to auto import stuff into our system that way. It'll be a lot easier. Plus, it'll be a lot quieter because that still produces the sound there, for sure. So, all right, good stuff. All right, first 2 crafts here. So, processing binder. I'm just going to shift click this. We're gonna use it all eventually. So, these are actually not used too much. They are used. It's the gold ones that we really want a large amount of. So I'm only gonna make 16 of those. Get them cooking. And it's the gold ones that are used primarily. They get you up to the 16K parts. Yeah, and the rest of it's just like the blank silicon here. And glass. Glass is another big one, which I might have to go gather some sand. I got 40. It'll be close. We might have to go gather some sand and get that going, though. There is... Interesting. Molten... Ah, that's from the Twilight. That actually is worth looking into, because that gives you auto smelt, which is sweet. And then this will give us auto smelt plus looting. That is interesting. Okay, because that's a Twilight addition to the metals here. Okay, we'll have to think about that one. Oh wow, that is really efficient. Love that. Anyway, because this on an excavator could give us a ton of glass quickly, you know. But that said, this furnace is quite quick as well, so we should be all right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna so you make the processors and then you cook them up. This is their only use, is to cook them up. So I'm just gonna make a couple of these ones as well and get these going. This one will also make 16 with, and just let them go in there. So we'll let those get cooked up here, and then we have basically everything. I guess we need the iron, right? We need the quartz enriched iron. We do have a ton of quartz from our nether trip, which is really nice. Also, the best part about this quartz is, you see how this is held simultaneously here? We can get that mason villager out that I had over here. So this guy, okay, he's good. With auto trading and an emerald income, this guy will eventually trade you quartz blocks, and you just auto convert them into quartz. It's very, very easy to get. I would highly recommend doing that at some point. So yeah, our villager room is going to be all easy villager stuff. There's not going to be any of the classic vanilla thing. It's just going to be a bunch of 1 blocks to trade with them. Some of them will be auto. The auto does the netherite, which we are going to go for a netherite trip at some point. But yeah, that'll be really good. So let's get all these cooked up here so we can start making A2 stuff. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this. We're probably gonna need some amount of iron here. Let's just take out that so we have a little bit of iron to work with. So we got a stack in 16 here, which again should be enough. We need 3 of these. 2. Okay, we're gonna need 3 of those. We're gonna need 1 of you. So controller, you can make more. Funny enough, that gets filled up from my, I have a battery on. Okay, so we need these construction cores, deconstruction cores. Got a little bit of glowstone from, I think from our nether trip. I actually don't remember. Might have been from our, might have been from a different trip. Might have been from the roguelike dungeon. I do need to make up one of these guys as well. Okay, so we got the grid. And then we just need... Yeah, I've got wood. I've got so much wood. Like, we're good to go. So we're going to need crafting grid to kick us off here. I'm actually just going to put this guy here for now. Okay. And then we need to get a disk drive. So we're going to need a chest here. Oh, when I know AE is coming, I get really unorganized. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but when I know it's on its way, I just don't even bother. I just don't bother, you know? Let's do... I need to make some of the cables as well. I did forget to set those up. Cable here. Save you. We don't need too much. That costs a lot of quartz, so I'm a little worried about that. So I already had the kind of the preemptive basement dug here. This is going to come into here. I wanted to make sure I had an excavator before like really doing this. We have the hammer for the stone, but this is where like our power and a little bit of our automation is going to go, as well as potentially our not potentially, as well as our maybe our create automation and production, because they take a little bit of space to get going, for sure. Okay, so that's using that. I don't know if I want to put the drives up where I can access them. I think we can just put the drives here. We don't need to worry about that so much. But what I need to do is put these furnators here, set up that second iron farm just to get a little bit of speed. Let's grab these two. I got some really cool ideas for how we're going to keep this continuously fed in the future, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I was going to get some elevators going, but I don't have any, I don't have a lot of ender pearls right now, so. Okay, just give you that, give you that. That'll keep this filled up. That'll keep this filled up. Beautiful. And of course, we'll have a little bit of backup power here as well. All right, that's my my way of getting out of there for now. It's kind of funny. So we have this, but nothing to store stuff in. So we need two things. We need a disk drive, but we also need, and this is what we should work on first, is something called an external storage. Okay, and then we need one of you. Being really careful with how many of these I make. The destruction cores are easy. It's the construction cores. I don't have a lot of glowstone. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this. Okay, we'll make one of you, and then all you need to do, and you know what? I think I actually am gonna put this here. It's kind of weird being off center though. Could do top bottom. Eventually, I'm going to go for the wireless. We don't have that at the moment. I really need access to this right now. So let's do top bottom then. Let's do top bottom here. And then this, they'll get connected via this and this. Actually, don't even need these two right here. Nice. No. I could make these, some amount of these trims connected. Oh, I guess you have to connect them in the bottom then. Worry about the aesthetics a little bit too much, I think. I think I'm just going to actually slap this right here. But yeah, we put this in here. We can put up to 8. I thought I could put 10 for some reason. But 8 it is. 8 it is. Okay, but now this is connected over, you can see. And this is why the compacting drawers are so good. So you can see I can craft with copper. Or the iron nuggets, you pull out the iron nuggets, the block goes away. You pull out the block, the iron nuggets go away. So it keeps them in 3 different states here. Now, I think I don't need any of the slime. I think I don't even need the wheat in there like this. We're really just doing this on things that we commonly use to craft with. Everything else we can kind of just like, meh, doesn't really matter. So we're probably going to redistribute these. Like, these are really important because if I farm bone meal somehow, I want to be able to use the blocks to build with. So, stuff like that. But I think these slime blocks are actually just not worth our time here. In fact, I'm even just going to do this. And then we can figure that out as it goes. So, if I put them into... So, the one thing I wanted to do here was set this priority to high. I usually do 100, so it's just I have a little bit of wiggle room in between. But yeah, I set this priority to super high because... I want them to always try to go in the drawers first. And obviously I can't put anything that's not in a drawer in here. I should be able to put this away. Is this not connected? Did I bring out all the... Oh, I replaced the quartz. Literally took this one off. Classic. Okay, we'll put that there. And then I should be able to put the quartz away now. In theory... There it goes. Needed a second to connect up there. So I can only put things away that are in the drawers at the moment. So we need to make some drives, and I have an idea for, once we get create going, I have some ideas for bigger, better storage if necessary, or something cool to do. But honestly, the drives are so cheap with base refined storage, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that strategy, which is something called the vault. Helps if I type in the right word. If I just type in vault, it'll come up. Or item vault, excuse me, from Create. They're really cool. They're really big. They hold, I think it's like about just over 100,000 items for, it's a 3x3 by 27 block, you know, I don't know, a tower, however you want to configure it, tower, something you lay flat on the ground there. Shape. It's pretty big, but it holds a lot of items. It's really good in certain mod packs. I don't know if it's going to be necessary in this one, because two 64K drives holds the same amount of stuff that does, and it fits in our drive system, which is a one block thing, so it probably don't need it. But yeah. All right, speaking of drives, let's make some drives here. Let's go. Yeah, you. I guess I put a lot of this away, huh? Okay, let's go you. So increments of 3 is what you want. So let's just do 9 to start with. And this will get us 164K, theoretically. No, this will give us 116K. I mismanaged that. So you need 27 to do the 64K. We'll start with the 16K, though, because honestly, that actually might hold everything we need, especially because we have stuff in our system already. And this will just make things vastly easier here. All right. Very good. Now we have 16K for there. So we're going to do this. The other thing we have to decide, though, is where we want to put stuff drawer-wise. Like, what we need to put in there drawer-wise. Because there's probably a few things that we should plop in there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to... Don't need any of that. Don't need that. You're good. You're good. Glass is a maybe, but probably not, to be honest. Just going to put these away in here. So the nice thing about the drawer plus refined storage system is really just I can go to here for the drawer system, put it away quickly, and then go here and just put away the rest. Like I said, my goal is to really just store everything in refined storage. We're really not trying super hard to make a drawer for everything. In a lot of my mod packs, I'll try to make a drawer for everything, because it looks nice and usually saves you a bunch of space. And a lot of the mod packs I play, all the refined storage stuff is super expensive, super expensive. But in this pack I made for myself, it's not. So there's just really not a point to kind of go overboard on that. Of course, if we're farming something or I need overflow protection, we'll do that. But for just general purposes here, we're going to be doing this. But it is so nice. This is such a great feeling. If you've never experienced this in a mod pack, it's highly recommended. That just feeling of just, I get to put everything away in a giant chest with a search bar. And it feels so good. Let's put this in our hotbar here. Let's put some of these more pertinent things away here. I like to keep a number of tools with me here. But yeah, the refined storage dump is just always so nice. Yep, all those are going away. I'm kind of still just double checking, even though I know some of those had drawers, and they should theoretically go in if I put them in the crafting grid, or put them in a way this way. I want to make sure I'm not filling them up. You know, we're not really close, but when we take some of those drawers out and put them over here, they're going to fill up. We're going to need upgrades in them. So I want to make sure I'm not overfilling anything as we go here. I'm going to need some food at some point. Now, another thing with Easy Villagers is we can get the farmer villagers going. And that will allow for... farmer villagers will allow for carrots, golden carrots. So really good food source there. Okay, a few more trips here. Yeah, nothing jumping out of me as something I want to put up in there. Sandstone, maybe, just because we can go mine sandstone and turn it into sand. You know, has that utility of, like, conversion. Oh, there's some more pistons. I forgot. I really did make way too many pistons. So that's one of the reasons I would like to use a compacting drawer is for utility. But we'll see. We'll see. And there's going to be a point where I'm also going to just auto process all of our ores or our raw ores for sure. But for now, it's just going to feel good to do this. All right, so that's all those main chests there. These are all done. This is all done. Let's go ahead and get this going as well, just to have everything in one spot. I'm letting it run during this one because I personally find this to be, I'm not really sure what the right word is. It's extremely satisfying though. It is highly satisfying. Put all these away. Okay. But yeah. It's also just nice to watch that diamond count go up. We're up to 12 already. 7,000 more to go, give or take. Sorry, 6,500 more to go. It's 70,000 diamonds. That's where I got the number confused there. Hey, you know what though? If we hit that big 7,000 during this, we'll definitely got to do something special. It's very unlikely, but yeah, if you're subbing, I do appreciate you. Yeah, look how many spruce trees I mine. There's also just a ton still left in there. Now, this is where I'm a little cautious. Okay, only 1,100. We're good. So, planks we're crafting, so we don't need to worry about. So, we'll do that. And then what I got to do is... This one I am going to pause you on because I got to do... we have a lot of stuff going on here. But I'm going to transfer these drawers over to new drawers if we do a drawer. But we also have a lot of these upgrades. Once we have villagers, like having all these upgrades is nice. But I'm going to get all these drawer stuffs transferred, tear this down, and then we'll have full working AE, and that's going to be such a major upgrade to really accelerate crafting, farm building, all that kind of stuff and more. So, good stuff. And there it is, in all of its glory, refined storage. That is so very refreshing. Yeah, it's such a nice mod. It's such a nice mod, in particular when you need... Or you don't need to have a pack that's like survival or meant to be difficult or anything like that. Just it reduces a lot of headaches and a lot of annoyances that Minecraft has. Because some of it, vanilla Minecraft storage is definitely one of those things. So now, say I wanted to make some more drives here. We could just very quickly figure out what we're short on, which is glass, which we kind of knew was going to happen. Or I wanted to make some more compacting drawers. We can just kind of see... Looks like we're kind of good to go on compacting drawers, which is kind of nice. I'm going to do some sticks to make them framed. I'll show you the frame pattern that I'm using. Because, I didn't even know I had this many bone blocks. I didn't even know. So, all right, swap those two. This is the pattern I'm using. It's actually very, very, very nice. Nice trick with the drawer, which I think I showed off last time. But if you hold the lock key in your offhand, it will... place them locked, which is very convenient. And we have some room open here. I might make one side all metals, one side all gems. I don't know. All I know is that this one will always be near where we craft primarily. That said, though, like I said, I really do want to go for wireless crafting. So I think I'm going to make an effort to get to that ASAP here. So yeah, that'll be good. And I might even go up a layer as well here. We might go up one layer, have this be 3x4 here. But we can also have standalone drawer systems in their own respective spots with their farms, stuff like that. So it'll be quite the easy time. Good. We have this going. I think I want to go grab some more sand. I think I want to finish off some 64K drives here. So I think a couple ways we could do this. Let's look up uses. So what does auto smelt here? Any ingot, blocks of coal, blast furnace, and any raw piece. So this could just be any ingots, but it takes an ability slot, which is fine. So what I want to do is I want to make an excavator. I want to make an excavator. What should we make our excavator out of? Probably stone. Probably a bunch of rose gold. 12 of that. To speed it up. Is there anything else we want to do excavator-wise? I guess we could do cobalt. Cobalt does help with speeds. So we'll smelt a little bit of that and like get a couple handles and stuff like that and stuff going. I'll put all of this stuff away here. I want to set this up over in my base here. I think I might do that first. So let me get on transferring. Well, I'm going to empty this, transfer the smeltery over to one of these corners and get that kind of system set up. Then we're going to build an excavator, and then we're going to go hop over to one of our beaches just here, and we'll auto smelt some sand for glass and get this 64K drive going. So that's just kind of busy work, takes time. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, 64K drives, here we come. Just wanted to show off the power of the building gadget because I didn't really build too much with this. So shift right click, choose your item. It even does top half slabs. See there, nice. And it's super easy. You could do it from really far distances. Look at that. So you can build platforms really quickly. You can build mob farms really quickly. But just want to show that off a little bit. I think that's important to note and to maybe utilize in your own worlds. But yeah, this is our platform where this is going to go. Now, I think this layer is floor. And I'm going to put the wall on the outer layer of this. That's my current plan. As far as design is concerned, I need to sit down and mess with that. So usually when I like to build, I like to like kind of zone out, relax, listen to music. It's hard for me to build while talking. So, which is why I tend to do most of my building off stream, offline, all that kind of stuff. If I do build in my worlds, I can do a little bit, of course. Like I'm not completely inept at it, but I think that's my best building comes when I'm kind of zoned out or watching another streamer or all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, this is the start of our smeltery. Like I said, this is where the wall is going to be, and yeah, let me get that finished up. And there it is in all of its glory, looking pretty good. Same setup as last time, really, give or take. But it does need. Went and grab some more lava here. Needs a little lava boost here. We'll I might do this in future. We might go to the full 9x9 or 3x3 there for the 9 total. That said, though, we're also in the future going to have smelters that are run off of blaze blood, which is a little bit easier to auto produce. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, back to fully functioning smeltery. And then I did want to show off this, because I was going to set up a furnace array as well. And this is where having the compacted drawers for just specifically crafting is super convenient, you know? It just grabbed one of each of those. It's just really, really nice, you know? Really, really nice. I don't have any sand. You know what we can do, though? I believe I can afford that. Yep. That converts us right on over to sand. And it makes it so if we go over to a desert, we could... well, we're going to have the auto smelt, of course, to the glass. But if we go over a desert and mine down into sandstone, if we need sand for any reason, we could mine the sandstone, put it in there for 4 times sand, right? Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I want to get double furnace going here. Didn't need to waste those torches. And if you didn't know, torches can smelt items. Something I've learned recently. All right, how do I want to set this up? I think this needs to go... doesn't need to. I want to go here. And now that I do have that kind of unlimited supply of, or more unlimited supply of iron coming, I don't mind making hoppers. Or lots of hoppers, you know. Technically we need one more. We're probably going to need more than that in the future. A lot of chests in here as well. All right, just to get that going properly, this going properly. Needed 6 total. I thought I had 2 for some reason. Okay. That'll be the inputs. So you can, if you hold shift click, you can place chests separately. We're going to give them their own separate fuel sources. The input, on the other hand, we want to be a combined chest. There we go. So we put something in like this. It'll split. Very nice. And then this one we have to manually split, but that lets us control the fuel sources a little bit easier. But yeah, that will be really nice for just anytime we need to smelt a large amount of things. Excuse me. Food, among otherwise. Actually, let's look up raw. Yeah. Get all of our food smelting here. We are going to need to have some sort of repeatable source of food. Like I said, I think we'd use the auto-trading villagers for that kind of thing. Okay, good. Let's do this. Let's get that cobalt out. Diamond. And then I would like to do the auto smelting, which was a blast furnace. Have it. Nice. It looked like it was just like a any raw piece and any ingot. That's kind of what I gathered from that, but I'm not 100% there. And then 2 blocks of coal. Compacting drawers for the win. Let's go ahead and do this. I think it was this way. I don't think the actual order matters, but yeah, gives us auto smelt. Beautiful. And we're gonna give it this. And then we're just gonna give it a bunch of redstone, I think. Don't see any reason to not. And then I need one more upgrade modifier so we can use our music disc. You see how much faster everything is just by having a centralized storage. That's so nice. I know I keep saying it's so nice, but it really is just so nice. All right, so that's maxed out. That's the hastiest. 2200 durability is fantastic. But even if this doesn't insta-mine, which I don't think it's going to be, it's still pretty decent. So, all right, I'm going to go find some sand, and let's test this bad boy out. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Now that's nice. And, of course, if we put the sand in our bag, it'll get magnetized there. So good. Yeah, that is highly satisfying. It's not the fastest thing in the world. I've had these with InstaBreak before, it's so satisfying. But like even this is more than enough for our purposes here. Like this is just excellent. And then of course we can do this as well. And as I was talking about before, now we have both sand and glass coming in here from two different directories. Excellent. It's very satisfying. Again, like I said, I would recommend. It's quite good. It's quite good. I'm going to gather a little bit of this, and then we're going to hop back and go crafting more 64K drives. Yeah. Oh, that was very short work to do all that. All right, let's bounce on back home. I think I showed this off, but just in case you didn't know, you can go very far very quickly. Sorry about the rain. It's probably destroying the encoders right now. Oh, to note, we can also get bricks for free. Oh, and slag, huh? Excuse me. Forget what this does. Makes concrete and makes rock wool. So yeah, definitely good stuff to have there for sure. But I'm gonna get rid of this rain and get back home. Okay, let's get this neat little part chest, and because we have a bunch of extra things here, we could just put our Tinker's parts in there for future use. This hammer is being a little weird with the overslime thing because we took off the overslime, but it's still there. And now that we have access to a lot of redstone, I might actually redo the hammer, but we'll see. We'll see. We also maybe just like past the need of the hammer for mining purposes, just for clearing purposes, or like using it just for clearing purposes instead. So, like I said, we'll see. We'll see. But how we do there? We did really well there. Okay, cool. I do actually want to give glass its own spot. And maybe a little bit of an upgrade. So we just do one of these guys. Make a few more of you. We'll put you there, put you there, put you there. Pretty sure most of those have upgrades. I'll put that in there, I guess. And then our guy here has this. So it seems as if the magnet is acting like a pickup upgrade as well, but only for things that is in the bag, which is kind of nice. So I actually haven't needed this pickup upgrade, so I can just leave these here. We'll keep it in the bag just in case, but that's actually been working pretty well, which is awesome. Okay, 2.4K sand, 1.3K glass. You'll absolutely love to see that. Let's see how many of these we can make. Well, no, not see how many we can make. We know how many we need. We're not going to use the 16K that's there, so we know it's what, 20... Oh yeah, I'm out of quartz iron already. This time we are going to shift click a couple times because we are producing iron freely. Should be 27. No, 36. I don't remember. Okay. And this is why I wanted to get this setup going here. It's not nighttime, so I can't sleep the rain away, unfortunately. Is to get that up and running. So we make some 4K parts. And now I'm short these guys. These should not be a problem. The binding we have in quite the supply. How much flax do we have in here? 5. Probably go do another full harvest of the flax. That should get us going here. Because we don't really need much else from refined storage at the moment. Except for space. So do another 16 of those. Get those split. Nice. Looks like it's about to be nighttime here, so I'm going to let these process for a little bit. Put those bricks away. Fun enough if we did actually want to do a big build with bricks. The auto smelt's really nice, but you could also put these in a compacting drawer as well to make them into bricks. That said, we're not going to be doing any building with them, so there's really not a reason. We could also convert these into throwable bricks for some reason if we needed to. I don't really know why we'd want to, but it's possible. It is possible. But, yeah, good stuff. Okay, third 64K part, and then... Or, sorry, third 16K part, and we get a 64K part. Nice. So let's go ahead and make one of these. And plop it into there. Now, I'll be building these throughout the series, of course. I really need a proper entrance to my base here. That said, our entrance now is this. There we go. We go from 16k to 80k items. And we only had 7.6k items prior to that. And of course, that's not including the drawer items for sure. So very good. Very, very good. Do I have a cart assembler made? I do not. Make andesite alloy. It's another great example of nugget casting here. Actually, just sort the andesite. Okay, that's fine. So cart assembler does a ton for us. Then we would need a wrench, which I believe requires some create and create power. But now that I have an excavator, do we have enough for elevators here? Elevator. Okay, so I have, how many ender pearls do I have? I do have enough ender pearls. Okay, so we just need to go get some sheep. I started typing in sheep because I did that thing. Does the comma exist anymore? I don't know if it does. It does. This acts like a this also acts like a set of shears. I don't know if this is necessary per se. But we have this kind of loaded up here, so we might as well just go ahead and make this real quick out of these two. I think it was a sword blade, right? Oops. Yeah. Excellent. We're going to give this the works. A diamond. A few of these also hit spider webs. Keep going to the wrong one there. All right, beautiful. But these also shear sheep. If we can find some sheep. All right, I'm gonna go find some sheep. Sheep acquired. Boop. Nice. I only got one from that. Hope you don't always get one per with the comma. No, okay, you don't. Just RNG. Oh, this will be good. 11. All right, we need to get at least 16. So I'm gonna hang around here, get the 16 sheep we need, and then kind of go from there. I did bring a waystone as just a overworld temp. So we'll do that. And yeah, next time I need to go exploring, we'll start from there. Okay. Got a bunch of naked sheep. Just gotta wait for them to regrow their wool. There's one up there. Nice. All right. Whoa, excuse me. All right, I give you the basement. Nice. It took me like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Not too bad. Good stuff. So, that will be there. Let's look into water wheels. How bad are they? Oh, interesting. They're different. Small and large, huh? These are different, huh? Interesting. So it's just these three, huh? Let's actually look at the windmill bearing and see how much that is, because the windmill bearing is actually like not terrible. It's like ridiculously easy. Okay. Yeah. And then wool is the next concerned, because you can use wool for that, but you would need glue. No, maybe we'll do the small water wheels. Let me ponder this one and see what this one does. I'm glad that they like really define that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder what the differences are, you know? They only make a small amount anyway. Let's go ahead and make... I'm just kind of curious as to what the size difference is. It's 3x3 versus that. We should probably be able to make that. So let's make some big ones. Let's go ahead and make a few more of these. Then let's make a press. I forgot that they changed that. Andesite. We are going to need to get more andesite into a log, I think it is. In Vault Hunters, they changed this to chromatic block. Or maybe it's a strip log. You do not strip, you do, though. Strip log. Interesting. Okay. A little more annoying to make, but, like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? Really, we just need the press. For now. For now. And then I actually like the depot a lot. Like, a lot. So, we're going to do that. Okay, and then we need water buckets. Let's go see what this looks like, or how, you know, how well these set up somewhere. Again, this is the basement. Doesn't really matter where things go, but... And I'm assuming these can all work together. Now, it said you only need to have flow on the top here. So we're going to do a bunch of these guys. So, like, you could just capture it this way. Now, I may be wrong on this. I have not played with the new create stuff. Well, I have, just not this specific thing. Well, let's see how well this works. These look nicer than the old ones. That's cool. Can I get into that? I can. Assuming I can walk on these. Oh, thank goodness for the reach helmet. Get you out. It's going to expose the sky here, but that's okay. Just do that. And then... Now, according to the ponder there, that's as fast as it'll go. I guess we could always drop these by one for aesthetics purposes. This is why I sped up this axe, by the way. So the Matic hits logs well, but it does not hit any other type of wood whatsoever well. So, in fact, I might even just do it this kind of old school style, where we let it we let it do the whole thing just because it looks nicer. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, it doesn't make them turn faster. It doesn't even look like it. You know, definitely doesn't even look like it too. But that just looks nice. You know, this is my pretty classic way I've always made water wheels and their outputs. Okay, and then this is our shaft output here. And we have kinetic energy. It's very slow. Let's make some cogwheels. The other thing we can do is make this. If we have enough stuff here, we should have enough stuff here. Because upgrading that to a crafting grid is like not even that much extra. And if we just do this, we don't have to go back upstairs every time we want to, oops. Every time we want to access our grid, you know. Of course, wireless crafting will take care of that, but we need the ender pearls for that. So let's get these connected up. Let's actually make a cogwheel here real quick, though. Cogwheel. No, this one has to... So I did this up top there, but you have to do JEI synchronized for it to do it that way. Interesting. Okay, so... couple of those. How do you make the small ones? Just literally that. Okay. I mean, I don't hate that recipe. So what we're going to do is something called gear ratioing here. So So if you go... In fact, I'm even going to do this like right off the bat here. Hopefully this can keep up with the stress. I genuinely don't know how good these are. We'll go until it can't. So you go big cogwheel into small cogwheel. And then you put a big cogwheel in the small cogwheel again. And then you can... the more you ratio this, the faster this will spin. So we're going to do 3. That's usually what I do. I think I'm going to do... You obviously can't have this go here, though. I think we're going to do it there. No, I actually want it to be higher. So we'll do it here. Okay. And we can connect that directly into there. Now, that's a little high for my tastes, I guess. So maybe we can do it a little bit lower. This is honestly the ideal height. So maybe we're doing this one low. And then this one high. That almost gets us there again. Does that interfere? I don't actually know. I think we're good there. It's a little bit extra, but that's okay. Yeah. All right, this will give us our very, very basic system here. But we need a couple of these guys for the wrench that I want to make. And it's a little slow, but that's okay. So there's a config setting which I don't have checked off, but it's checked off in Ball Hunters where it just stamps the whole stack, which is really nice. But all right, let's pick this up. We got our 3 gold sheets we need. Beautiful. So let's go make the wrench. Okay, then we need to make a cart. Let's put all this away. And some of you may be guessing where I'm going to be going with this and seeing if it'll work. Because if it's not going to work, I'm going to enable it in the configs to work. Because this is what I want to do. I don't know if it's enabled by default, though. Okay, but we're going to give it a shot here. I actually need multiple carts. That. And... how's our bag looking? Looks like it needs to be emptied. Is how it's looking. Go ahead and hop up here. Do that. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. That is a thing of beauty right there. I absolutely love to see that. Keeping that bronze on me because that's what we use to repair our pickaxe with. Okay. Raw iron can go into here for now. We still do get extra from there, so not much, but it's enough. I need my food out. Let's put some tools away. And then need to go scope out where we're going here. Now we have 2 options to get with the thing I want to get. There should be one in the roguelike and there should be one in the nether. But we're going to go try to get a blaze spawner here and see if we can't move that. I guess we could test in this. Let's get a waystone though. We need to find another fortress anyway. Do we need to find another fortress? Actually, I think we technically don't need to find another fortress. Let's grab a waystone either way. Because I don't know if I'm ready to take on the roguelike, but I also don't want to like go extreme nether exploring unless there's something relatively close by. So let's go take a peek. Right, I forgot about that. Alright. Let's just look through here. Alright, there is one. It's not too far away. That's closer than normal. Let's do that. It's only 200. Yeah, it's only 200 blocks away. So let's do that. We can go ahead and gather more quartz while we're here. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna I'm going to go dig my way over to the fortress here. And then I'm going to put these all up in there so we pick them up proper that way. Yeah, I've got my boots on in case we fall. But, yeah, I'll see you all at the fortress. Fun thing you can do here. So, we'll open up this inventory. Horizontal column. Oops. Range all the way up. And then don't place on top. You can actually build pathways. And if you set this to netherrack, as long as you're mining netherrack, you can just build really far paths here. And I could even make it too wide and not even really care. Like, look at this. And it's just so much easier to travel. So building gadgets, again, really powerful things here. We'll have a waystone over to here, of course, but like if we needed to get back here manually, we could, you know. So just wanted to show off that trick because it's quite good. Good in the end. If we wanted to make it, you know, ender type of thing. We're not going to, but if we wanted to, we could. Stuff like that. I'm actually kind of curious and wondering now. I don't think we're going to need to do this, but we could probably... see, I got to set up a portal here because I forgot to bring stone with me. We could probably set up and make a gold farm very quickly and then use said gold farm to barter for ender pearls because we have the easy piglin trading. Again, probably not going to do that. I think we're better off just... well, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We might be farming Enderman. I might use the easy villagers, though. The easy villagers are also a great way to do it. Because being able to cure them with weakness potions, gold apples, and then trading for the pearls might be the way to go as well. Because we don't need that many pearls. We need, like, a few hundred. Not even, you know. Maybe not even. So, oh, there's another farm we're going to be making soon that might also take care of that as well. Forgot about that farm. But that's for future episodes. Or future, that's in the future here. So, but yeah, let's repair my hammer, and then I'm gonna hop back. It does, to note, it does cost 3 experience per transfer across dimension, but what are you gonna do, you know? One more fun thing: if you pick this up with Silk Touch, it keeps its name, and you don't have to set it every time. So it's convenient. It's not necessarily. Ooh, I'm breaking the system there, but not having to type that every time is kind of nice, you know. So just want to show that off. But we're actually almost there anyway, so I should start. Where's my waypoint? There it is. I should start. Oh, jeez. Mining downwards here anyway, and see where we're at because we're solidly in the ceiling right now. I think. That. Love this feature. Right, this was where the fortress was. I see it there as well. Maybe it is above. No, we're at Y96. Like, it can't be above. Didn't I put it directly on one of these things? What is that? Oh, that's a... Interesting. That's one of those Tinker's Construct Geodes. A lot of quartz over in this area if we ever need like a large amount of quartz again. But again, villager trades are powerful for that regards. All right, let's hop down here. It is... here somewhere. I think we gotta go east. I don't know what the range of the nether fortress spawning is. Aha! Oh, it's a buried one too. Okay. Alright, I hear my blazes. It looks like it's a spawner blaze as well, which is what we're after. Beautiful. I don't know if I have the best stuff for this. That is what I was worried about. Alright, let's just work as quickly as we can. And make sure we keep our food up. Doesn't do too well against those. Oh, come on, hit. Okay, get the cart going here. Oh, I need a lever on that. Lovely. It's a lot of fire. There it is. Okay, so now it's stopped. So when these are all dead, we're good. Okay, the question is... Nope, 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 nope. Can I pick this up with a wrench, or do I have to go enable that in the config? I have to go enable that in the config. So I'm going to go do that real quick because this is my intention, is to do this. Now, I might be able to move this through the dimensions here. You can still move them this way, which is nice. But, again, not my intention. I really want to be able to pick these up and move around easily. Just for this series, for funsies. So, I'm going to go check off that config. I'm not sure where it is in create. In fact, we might even be able to do it from this menu. Hold on. So, this is the create config. Gameplay settings, maybe? Trains? No, trains are different than that. Equipment? No. Let's try client settings, maybe? Ponder, sound. Overstressed. Explain. Rainbow, tooltips. Ponder placement assist. Goggle overlay fluid. Back. This might be a different one. I'm actually wondering if they disabled it completely. Recipe, schematic, trains, logistics. It's equipment. I'll have to go look this one up. So I'm going to figure this out. And because like I said, I would like to pick up that contraption, transport it to the overworld, and have just a straight up vanilla blaze spawner in my base, producing blaze rods for us to power our base with. In fact, actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Because this might take a little while, and this we're not going to build anything today with this at all, is I'm going to do this in between episodes. This is going to do it for this episode. Yeah, that's a good place to pause. So we have the ability to get, theoretically, as many as we want. Probably only going to get 2. That's all we really need to power our base. But we'll end up using these vector plates to push them around. We'll need some sugarcane growing with, although we really don't need that much. But we're going to make this our ceiling. This is going to be our ceiling of our base. We're going to have our basement area for kind of automation and create. Middle area is kind of for storage. And then our ceiling is going to be an amethyst glass or tinted glass cage of blazes to power our base. That's the goal here. And then I might need to install a muffler mod as well, because I do not want to have to listen to these dying all day. So in addition to changing the config of that, I might install a muffler mod. You should. They're really good. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. That was a really successful episode. We did a lot of great work there. We got a lot of stuff going. AE. Let's just go home. I don't mind wasting the experience. Moved into our new base, or at least the outline of our new base. Moved our smeltery in. We have AE up and running. Sorry, RS up and running. I keep saying AE. RS up and running. Like, yeah, no, this makes everything so much easier. Just so much easier. And then probably in between episodes, like I said, I'll make sure that config's checked off. Figure out how to enable that, and then maybe even start building up the walls of my base so we have the structure to be able to farm the mobs. We'll show off the farm, of course, because that's the whole point of this series is farming and gathering and you know, resources and knowledge on that of that sort. So, yeah, great stuff. YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I said YouTube as if I'm live streaming. I'm not live streaming this, but seriously, YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I drop a sub. There's going to be so many more diamond blocks to go. I'm really hoping this series is fun, and I'm looking forward to getting a diamond block for each and every one of you. We're at 100 diamonds right now. We need about 70,000, so there's going to be a lot to go. There's going to be a lot of farming involved in this, and I'm looking forward to setting them all up and then letting them run until we get the 70,000, and then using our building gadget to build something cool with them. So thanks for being Thanks for being subs. Thanks for supporting the stream on Patreon, sharing your Twitch Prime in the chat, channel memberships, all that stuff and more goes a really long way towards all this content creation stuff. But seriously, thank you for just watching. That is the biggest deal. Best way to support your favorite content creators, just by watching their stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you in episode 5.